Compare Monday's start to today, and where do you feel maybe your best growth, the biggest growth was, or how would you compare the two outings?
I think I was keeping the ball down today, and off-speed pitches were working well. Still little glitches in my mechanics that I'm trying to figure out. It's always been a problem with me from the stretch, basically, just rushing to the plate a little bit, and just my front foot landing, and I'm already there, and my arm's still behind. That's why I leave everything high. But I mean, that's really the biggest thing for me right now. That's past two starts, the last inning, both last innings that I threw. That's what's happened. Just leaving the ball up, not throwing a lot of strikes. So.
Yeah, I was going to say those last two innings in each game seem to be the most challenging for you. That's where you seem. Did you find yourself in situations where maybe you were? Was it more of a mental or physical thing to try and kind of keep things together?
I think a little of both. Just thinking a little too much out there. Just stay back, rather than just making a quality pitch. But like I said, I think that's my biggest thing right now. Once I figure that out, I'll be good. I'm happy with my changeup right now. It's working well. That was my biggest thing coming up here. Was still developing my changeup, and I think it's came along pretty good.
You mentioned the changeup. What else do you like about your last two outings, your outing tonight?
Yeah, like I said, my changeup, my off-speed pitches, I've been able to get those over for strikes, swing and misses. We got Nicky back there, and he's calling a great game. We're able to keep guys off balance a little bit, and that definitely helps. And I feel confident with him back there behind the plate, calling game. And I think the past two games I've only shook him off 4 times, and that's just because I've only felt good about a pitch. And I was sort of like backing up pitches, so we're both still figuring out each other.
When you're talking about the mechanics, and you're describing that, is that something you've been working with all year long, or is that something coming up to this level that something's changed a little bit, or?
No, actually, to tell you the truth, it's been ever since like high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, there's always been different stuff that that's probably the last thing that I'm trying to figure out. I've been able to break the habit of stepping across my body, and my arms dragging, and then I think that's the last thing, is just staying back and just going through the pitch, down through the plate.
You've mentioned some of the things you're trying to work on. Can you just state a couple of your strengths, what you would say are your stronger suits as a pitcher?
Yeah, definitely my fastball. When everything is going great, I'm just finishing down through my fastball, so it jumps out of my hand. This year I've been able to throw all my off-speed pitches over for strikes, and that's helped me out a lot, letting me go a little bit deeper in the games, and sort of stay away from the hard contact, just locating my off-speed pitches, and that's where I really worked hard on this offseason, was locating those and just getting them nice and crisp coming into the season, because I knew these guys were going to be a little bit more patient, a little bit older hitters that are looking for their pitch to hit.
Has it been, obviously it's only been a couple of starts, but has it been more challenging to make the adjustments to the hitters at this level than you might have anticipated, or is it just pretty much what you thought it would be?
There's definitely a difference. Guys really don't chase that curveball in the dirt. There is some guys that do, and then the strike zone. I was telling Nicky, the strike zone is a little bit smaller. That they'll give you one pitch and not the next. Just little adjustments that you got to make. It's nothing drastic or anything, but it's just a little getting used to, and just getting used to all the new players and their tendencies and stuff like that.
And describe the work defense did behind you. It seemed like one of the strengths you had today was pitching to soft contact, getting a lot of ground balls, inducing a lot of ground balls, and guys are making the plays behind you.
Yeah, definitely. My defense definitely backed me up today. You had Emus and Navarro. I turned a couple good double plays up the middle, and I think Decker made a great play coming in on that fly ball. And it definitely helps when you got great defense behind you, and you aren't just afraid to get a ground ball or anything like that. You're not trying to strike everybody out because you feel comfortable with those guys behind you, and it feels good.